Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be debunking if the Robinhood Gold credit card is actually going to be the best catch-all card. It's going to really depend on who you are, what kind of person you are, what kind of spending habits you have, and let's break those down in this video today. It's going to be a really quick and easy one here for you guys. Let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe to the channel because we are growing so fast. If you guys want to see more content like this, make sure that you guys do that so I could keep posting more. Thank you guys. Let's get right into it. So Robinhood Gold has come out with this new card. It looks pretty gold, pretty pristine, almost like if I were to drop it on the card, it's gonna be click clack, all of this, all of that, and you would expect this to have more clout than the Amex Platinum, the Amex Gold here, just because of the way it sounds. Yes, it is a metal card that you can actually get in gold. But nonetheless, the card does offer some unique perks. This is a 3% cashback across the board kind of card from Robinhood. That's right, 3% cashback on every single category. So a catch-all card, if you will. Now, this card here, it is a credit card that is exclusive for Robinhood Gold members. Let's go into this, right? What is Robinhood Gold? So Robinhood Gold is something that they charge $5 a month for to be part of Robinhood Gold, and you get all of these perks. So with Robinhood Gold, you get 3.7% back on your uninvested cash. So anything sitting in a brokerage account, 3.7% returned back into your brokerage. You have $2.5 million FDIC insurance. You get instant bigger deposits. So usually they're kind of small, but they'll raise it if you have Robinhood Gold. And you get professional research from Morningstar. They've partnered with Morningstar to get that research. It's kind of just like a newsletter kind of thing. First, $1,000 of margin borrowed is interest-free, which is pretty interesting because if you were to take margin from any other brokerage, it would likely cost you about 10% per year just to have that margin. And we all know margin is pretty damn expensive. And it's a trap that you don't want to go into because I don't recommend anybody to go into margin, but it seems that they are offering $1,000 of margin interest free. Pretty cool. Get an exclusive mortgage loan offer and $500 credit towards your closing costs with Sage, which is a home loan corporation. You get accounts managed by Robinhood Strategies and are only charged for management fees on the first $100,000 of assets under management. So anything later than that, you don't get charged for anything under the management. This is for like high net worth individuals, of course. You get discounted options on index options trading fees. So any of your index options tradings, those are going to be a lot of discounted fees when it comes to trading options there. Lower commissions with future trades. There's a futures market that you could put your money into on the Robinhood platform, and there's going to be lower commissions, which is pretty nice to see here. Now, as a gold member, you also get a 3% IRA match, an individual retirement account match, for eligible IRA contributions to your Robinhood IRA. So like anything like a Roth IRA that you put your $7,000 into, you can get 3% back. And that's about 200 something-ish dollars. So not a bad plan to go with Robinhood Gold if you make all of this worth it. But who is this for? What is Robinhood Gold? And is a credit card really worth it? Look at this. No annual fees. We love to see that. No foreign transaction fees. You also love to see that because this is a travel card that you can now get 3% back on every freaking country that you go to buy food, plane tickets, hotels. That is like 3% locked in. And it's all categories. Remember that. So you can literally use it to buy your laundry. You could literally use it to buy your insurance, and it's going to get you 3% back. And something even cooler here is that you have 5% back on travel. You get 5% back when you book through the Robinhood travel portal. That is pretty good here because you can actually stretch your 3% to actually go to 5% if you redeem through the travel portal partners here. Some of the benefits and perks here, you have trip interruption protection, extended warranty protection, Visa signature concierge service, purchase security, return protection, travel and emergency assistance, auto rental collision damage waiver, zero liability protection, roadside dispatch. So you have all of these benefits and perks that come with the card. Pretty standard, I would say. And let's look into this little this little card and how cool this offering is by Robinhood. And is it actually better? Is it actually better? That's the question we need to figure out today. When you're debating on a card like this, that is, they're selling you the gold vibe. Gold has been super in lately. People want to buy gold. Gold card. It seems like a premium card that you don't have to spend that much. Effectively, your annual fee is $5 a month times 12 months. So your annual fee is about $60. Given that your annual fee is effectively $60. Let's say you don't use any of the benefits like options trading, getting a match on your IRAs. The match on the IRA alone could be worth it because you're getting like 200 something bucks and you're spending only $60 like effectively. If you actually max it out, like that's like a no-brainer, right? To put your money into there because you're getting a match, and that's a win, right? But other than that, let's say you don't max it out. It's purely just a 3% card. Is it worth it? Right? So that's $60 every single year. You would need to spend $2,000. And if you spend $2,000 and get your 3% back, then you will have that annual fee. But if you don't spend that $2,000, it's just not worth it. Let's do the math right here. $5 times 12 divided by 0.03, which is 3%. You need to be spending $2,000 a year just to make back this card in annual fees. Not a bad thing either. Like if your spend is more, like some people spend $2,000 a month, but if your spend is like $2,000 a year, this card could be very well worth it with the maxing or like the matching of the IRAs. It's something that I seriously need to look into because I don't have a catch-all card. Catch-all cards being anything that's like 2% out there. That could be any category. So the only two cards out there right now are the Citi Double Cash, which is 2% back when 1% back when you purchase stuff, and another 1% back when you pay off the card. But effectively, you're getting 2% back for the card. But at the end of the day, that is a 2% card. The other alternative is Fidelity's 2% Visa. Now, people don't like it because they use Elan or ELAN, and that's another bank that people don't like using, but nonetheless you get 2% back regardless. This is a 3% back. You just have to have Robinhood Gold, and it's very attractive to many users here. Honestly, I that have never paid for an annual fee before am intrigued to actually go out and potentially get this card. I need my spending to be more than $2,000 a year on miscellaneous things that I'm not already getting a higher percentage on. Think about it like this, right? My spending is only so much every single month because like I live at home, live with my parents, and there's nothing really to pay for besides going out to eat on food and car insurance. Like those are the most expensive things. So my insurance a year is probably a couple $1,000s. Let's say I actually know the number. So 177 times 12, I spend about $2,000 on car insurance a year. Just alone, I'll break even on Robinhood Gold just through car insurance. And then I get any benefit on top of that. But is everything else going to outweigh, me having to purchase Robinhood Gold and me getting a 2% card to fulfill this demand? It's really difficult to know because your miles might vary, right? And if everybody is different, has different spendings, it's really going to move the needle. So I don't know, maybe let's spreadsheet this out. All right, so let's use this example here. This is the Robinhood Gold Card at 3% cash back, right? So in year one, let's say you spend $2,000. Now, in order for you to, get your 3% cash back, you would have gotten $60 in cash back. But remember, it costs us $60 every single year to get that exact cash back. So your true cash back is $60 minus 60, so you're left with $0. So after spending $2,000, you would have gotten $0. Now let's look at a card like the Fidelity 2% Visa or the Citi Double Cash. Now you're going to get 2% cash back here in this 2% category, but you're going to spend $2,000, same exact money. When you get your 2% back, you get $40 into your pocket. There's no annual fee, no nothing. So you're actually better off having the 2% card from either one of those two providers. But let's see what point we need to spend in order to get the same exact cash back. Is it $3,000 here? So if we spend $3,000, our true cash back after the annual fees is still $30. So we really need to go to $4,000 to be at a sizable increase. Let's say 3,500. So at 3,500, your true cash back is about $45. And maybe it's actually like 3,350. Okay, we're gonna say it's pretty close to here. Okay, you would need to spend $3,350 just for you to get the exact same cash back that you would have if you have gotten the other card. So all apples to apples, it really depends, right? It's gonna depend on how much you're spending. Your miles might vary, of course, and everyone is gonna have different spending. All right, so Roth IRAs can be matched with Robinhood for that 3%. And let's just run this simulation here. Who are the people that would want this Robinhood Gold Card? It would be if you're gonna match this max here and get that 3% on your Roth IRAs. So let's say that you actually want a Roth IRA to max it out $7,000 for the year. At 3%, you're going to get $210 back. You could even spend nothing and you would still be on top if you keep your Roth IRA in Robinhood. Remember, Robinhood is a bank at the end of the day that wants to hold as much of your assets as possible so they can use that money, lend it to other people, make their money, invest it in the background, and run this entire cycle. It's how majority of banks work. Like if you go to Fidelity, you go to Schwab, this is the exact same way that banks make money. If you go and bank with Robinhood using the gold 3% match, then that is going to be the number one way to come out ahead. You could see that if you're actually taking advantage of the matches and taking advantage of the cash back, you come out $150 in true cash back that you would get from this card just by maxing your Roth IRA. But let's say you spend $2,000 as well. A $2,000 spend, you're going to be at break even, right? So you're going to be at like $210. Now, let's say you spend $4,000. Now you go up to $270, and it just keeps going on and on, right? It's really going to depend on who you are as a person. This match is extremely powerful because I don't know anybody out there who offers a match on a Roth IRA, which is pretty substantial. It actually is very intriguing for newer investors to get onto the Robinhood platform to just get that match. That match is worth more than the Robinhood Gold subscription itself. I have a opinion, right? And this opinion says that, one, if you are going to be a person who utilizes every single opportunity that Robinhood Gold gives you, like trading, faster transaction, these things don't really matter because they don't add dollars to your life. It just adds like comfortability and like things. But the biggest things that move the needle for the regular guys are gonna be the cashback 3% as well as the Roth IRA match. If you can get the Roth IRA match through Robinhood Gold, I say go ahead and do the 3% because get this card. It's gonna be really good if you can manage a credit card, right? Obviously, there's going to be people that can't manage a credit card. You probably shouldn't even be watching this video at all. But of course, if you guys are going to get the Roth IRA match, make sure that you sign up for the card as well. Because Robinhood Gold, you might as well get the card and get 3% back while you're getting that match as well. It's a no-brainer to me. And it's a swaggy card that you could pull around and like, just take it, you know, like it's gold, you know, like everyone's going to want it. Other than that, if you do not use Robinhood as a brokerage to house your Roth IRA, then I would say it's probably not worth it for the average spender because it's very difficult to spend like $2,000 to $4,000 on miscellaneous things that you just don't need that are out of your complementary circle. What I mean by that is like we're going to have cards that have 5%, which is like restaurants, right? You can go get a restaurant card that has 5%, like the Bank of America cash rewards card, you can get 5% back from the Citi Custom Cash. But you're gonna have 3% card that is out there for only a catch-all thing, like everything that you're not gonna spend your highest categories on, right? You might get 5% back on Amazon from having the Amazon card. You might get 5% back on other categories somewhere else. It's just that 5% category takes away from your overall spending in your 3% category here. It's not your total spend. It's the every other dollar that you're going to spend on everything else. And how much is that? Sometimes it actually makes sense to actually put your money in some place like Robinhood Gold into the brokerage to get this $210 for free, plus whatever your spending is going to be, minus the $60 for annual fees, to get that true cash back and add it back to your match to get your true cash back. Well, I think that we debunked it here today, and your miles are going to vary for every card that you sign up for. So let me know, do you guys have a Robinhood 3% cash back card here that's gold and shiny and glamorous? Because I am very much considering it now after doing the research on this video. Let me know, do you guys enjoy Robinhood Gold? Is that something that I should be interested in and intrigued by? So just curious to see your opinions there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you guys made it to this point, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel because we're growing so fast. Thank you guys so much. Peace out.